little while since I picked up the camera. As you can hear, I got sick for a little bit, but I'm on the other side of that now, so we gotta press forward with the REDBLOCK build. So I went ahead and I cleaned up the mating surface of the engine block. It looks okay. It's relatively flat. I haven't figured out yet if I need to skim it yet. I gotta go grab a machinist straight edge so I can check the tolerances on the block. But otherwise, like to the touch, it feels pretty flat. We're not gonna bolt the head on right this second because we still need to paint the engine block, but I just wanted to get it cleaned up before we did anything else. Now you would have also seen that I threw the new PCV hose that I got in the mail in the last video in. Might as well, you know, I'm not torquing the pan down because again, we do have to paint it. But let's talk about the paint that we're gonna do for this thing. I've decided that I'm not going to be keeping the REDBLOCK red. I know that's a little sacrilegious in the REDBLOCK and Volvo community, but it's my build. I wanna make it look the way that I want it to look. And the paint arrived from Amazon, so let's go grab it. So yes, the REDBLOCK is gonna become a green block. This is a racing green from Duplicolor. It's the same type of paint that I used to paint the valve cover that you saw in the last episode, but I think this is going to look super nice. Now, I'm not going to make the same mistakes that I did when I painted the valve cover in here. I have an idea for a makeshift paint booth that I'm going to be setting up in here. Just let me cook for a little bit. It's a little unorthodox, but I do think it will help me paint the block a lot more reliably and let it cure much longer without any interruption. Okay, it's a little unorthodox, don't get me wrong, and I do need to get 2 more shower curtains for the front and the rear, but I mean, it's gonna function for what I need it to do, and my garage can open still, which I'm happy about because obviously I'm not gonna be spraying with the garage door closed. I did put a fan here that I am gonna tape around so that way it can try and suck a lot of the air out. But I mean, other than that, this should be a pretty straightforward little paint job now that I have a spot to paint with. Again, I'm not a professional painter. You might have seen that in my last video. I'm gonna spare you from the time lapse of painting everything. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like once the color has been laid down. Now I know I said I wasn't going to be showing any of the painting process. I've changed my mind a little bit for the engine block. The way that this color has come out has me really hype. I really like the way that this looks. It's not too dark. I did think the color might be a little bit too dark, but this is 1 coat of primer, 3 coats of color, and then 1 semi-heavy coat of clear coat, but overall, super happy with this color. I do need to let this oil pan dry for 24 hours, so we're gonna let that sit, and I also need to grab those other shower curtains for when we're painting the block. But let's let this dry, we'll wheel the block in, put up some new curtains, and start painting. So you just saw me lay down the clear coat. I literally just did that, and I wanted to quickly comment on the DIY paint booth. As an idea, it works. However, I didn't put anything on the entire floor. I only covered the bottom section of the engine stand, which again is a rookie mistake, but a little bit of green overspray on my floor is not a big deal. We are planning to renovate this garage in the near future, so let me know what you would like to see, or if you'd even like to see that at all. I thought it would be kind of nice to show a before and after at least, but just let me know down in the comment section. While the block is still wet, let's go take a close look at it. Okay, so the lighting in here is not great. As you can see, this tent kind of blocks everything, but I've got a little flashlight that I'm gonna use to kind of help illuminate this a little bit. But I didn't show any of the taping off of anything. I didn't think that was really that important. I mean, you guys know that that is what I'm gonna do. I don't want to paint those freeze plugs or paint through the breather section or any of that, but I do think the color came out fantastic. I do think it's going to match the oil pan nicely. It is the same paint after all. Again, we're just going to let this sit and cure for at least 24 hours. I don't think that I'm going to be touching this thing until at least after this video comes out. Something that we can look at that is dry is the oil pan, which we did earlier in the video. I think this color came out amazing. My camera is showing it a little bit more grayish green, but I promise you this is a super deep, nice racing green. I think it's really just the lighting in here, but I'm super happy with the final color. I also went ahead and Loctite the turbo drain as well as threw on a magnetic drain plug, but overall I think I'm going to be really happy when the block is dry. I am going to wrap up the filming here. We did a lot of painting in this video and the block still needs to dry. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the new green block is going to look like with the white valve cover. Maybe in the next video we'll have some time to just drop the head on top of the block and just get a little sneak preview of what it's going to look like when it's all bolted together. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I am trying to upload these videos once a week, every Saturday, so please subscribe so you will be notified for any future video that I decide to upload. I am doing my best to stick to a Saturday schedule, but I will let you guys know on my Instagram if I'm not able to post on my normal day and time. But again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.